Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a salicylic acid solution and a salicylic acid serum. Salicylic acid has been used in cosmetics for a really long time and for great reason. So it's used primarily to help exfoliate the skin, and it can dig deep into the pores, helping to unclog them and to clean them. So it's used in acne treatments. Also, it's used in anti-aging treatments to help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and it can combat redness and inflammation. Several weeks back, I posted a salicylic acid facial wash, so these two formulas will go into the salicylic acid collection over on my Patreon campaign. If you would like the full written formula with percentages, amounts, so you can scale up or down as you like, along with a full written detailed step-by-step tutorial, this will all be over on my Patreon campaign. These two recipes will be available at just the $7 level, and also at the $7 level you can access every formula that I've ever posted, which at this point we have over 600 posts for you to go and take a look at over there. It's a really great resource. It's a really great price. There's something over there for everyone, so I hope that you'll check it out. I'll place the link to my campaign in the description box below for you. It's a great way to connect with me and other makers as well. I hope to see you over there. All right, let's get started.
All right, for the solution, we're going to be using a bit of distilled water, allantoin, rose water, salicylic acid, sodium lactate, calendula extract, and preservative. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and dissolve that allantoin powder into some distilled water. Pro tip, if your distilled water is warmed up for just a few seconds, that allantoin powder will dissolve very, very quickly and easily. The allantoin in this formula is adding some skin soothing and calming properties to help balance out the harsher properties of the salicylic acid. Next, we're going to add in a bit of rose water. Roses are very well known for their skin tightening and toning properties, and it's going to add a little bit of natural fragrance to this solution. Then we're going to add in the salicylic acid. I recommend adding in each ingredient and stirring in between ingredients like you see me doing here. When I was practicing with this formula, I tried adding all the extracts in together, like combining them together and then putting them into the watery ingredients, and I experienced a bit of curdling and it would not uncurdle. So I found that this solution works perfectly fine if you just add in each ingredient individually, stir it in to dissolve before you add in the next ingredient. Salicylic acid comes in two forms. You can get it powdered or you can get it like I did, already pre-dissolved. It can be a bit tricky to dissolve and you have to have the right solvents, so I find the pre-dissolved salicylic acid much easier to use. Next up, we're adding in a bit of sodium lactate. Now the sodium lactate in this formula is going to act as our humectant, drawing moisture to our skin. Sodium lactate is a natural ingredient. It's most often made by the fermentation of sugar, which comes from corn or beets. So go ahead and get that in there and then stir it really well to combine and dissolve. It's a bit of a viscous type ingredient. Once it's dissolved in, it feels lovely in the product. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in some water-soluble calendula. By the way, everything in this formula is water-soluble. It's a hydrous formula. If we add any oils to this, the oils and watery ingredients will separate. Calendula extract is very well known for its soothing and calming properties, again helping to counterbalance the more harsher properties of the salicylic acid. The last thing we're going to add in here is a little bit of preservative, and the preservative I've chosen today is liquid Germall Plus because it's great for watery based formulas and it works in a wide range of pHs. So all I did was pour a little bit of the formula into the preservative to make sure I was able to pick up all of the preservative off the bottom of the container, mix it up, and then put it back into the master batch, and then we're just stirring it up to combine. Now the solution is done and you can leave it as is, like a clear solution that you see here, or if you want you can add a little bit of color like I'm going to show you how to do right now. So I wanted to add a pink hue to this formula because we used that rose water, so I thought that would be a nice touch. So I'm using just the tiniest bit, I can't even measure it out, it's so small, of FD&C Red to give this solution a pink hue. It's still going to be very transparent looking. I just wanted a tiny bit of pink to give it a little tint. And there's the solution all finished. I'm going to go ahead and set the solution aside and show you another one that I made here, but this one we're going to turn into a serum. Now this solution was made with all the same ingredients except minus the weight and water that we're going to be adding back in some hyaluronic acid powder. This hyaluronic acid powder is medium weight and it's going to create a gel-like, serum-like consistency to the formula. Hyaluronic acid is also very well known for its ability to hydrate the skin. It actually draws moisture to your skin and helps your skin retain it, therefore reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it helps your skin also to appear a little more plump. So it has to hydrate, and let me tell you, with the percentage that we're using in this formula, it takes a few days for this formula to hydrate. So just cover it up, set it aside, and allow it to fully hydrate into the formula. You'll have to go back in every now and again to stir it up, but give it some time and it will work. So this is what the finished serum looks like. As you can see, we have a homogeneous formula here, and all of the hyaluronic acid powder is completely dissolved and hydrated, and we have a beautiful looking serum. This is what the consistency looks like. Has a lovely gel-like silky profile to it. So now we're going to go ahead and package up the solution and the serum. So for the serum, I found it easiest to place the whole formula into a large syringe because I wanted to put it into a dropper bottle and it was too thick to pour. So putting it into a syringe first really helped me not make a mess and get all the product right into the little jar. Then we're just capping it off, and that's what it looks like in its container. You could also use an airless pump for this formula. That would be nice as well. And then I'm just going to pour the solution into another little dropper bottle that's identical to the one I just used. I think that these formulas look really pretty in these little dropper bottles. They look very elegant, so this would be great if you were going to be selling it. These containers you can get, I think I got mine from Berlin Packaging. And here's what they both look like after they're all packaged up. And then you can also place it into a little spritzer spray bottle like I've done here. That can make application on the solution pretty convenient and easy. If you stick around, I'll show you how to use this product. I'm going to be doing a little demonstration on my arms. Obviously, you would be putting this product on your face. So first up is the solution. So you don't need very much, just a few drops. I'm going to be placing it into my hands and then rubbing it up my arms. That seems to me to be the best way to not waste any product. And this product just glides on really easily, smoothly. It feels hydrating. It feels really similar to a hydrating facial mist spray, but it dries down beautifully. It doesn't leave any sticky or tacky residue at all. So you would apply this under any other serums or creams you would be putting on your face. You can use it in the daytime or the nighttime. Next, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the hyaluronic acid and salicylic acid serum. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that I use a pre-dissolved salicylic acid, and because of that, there's a little bit of something that happens when you apply it. So I'm going to show you right now as you put it on your skin and you begin to rub it in, you're going to see a little bit of a soaping effect. And what that is just a white kind of streaking. And you can see it there. No big deal. It rubs right in. As you keep rubbing it, it goes away completely with no sticky or tacky residue. But that is because of the salicylic acid that I am using in this formula. It's dissolved in a few ingredients, one of them being a mild surfactant, and so it's going to cause a little bit of that soaping effect. It also will cause a little bit of bubbles if you stir too vigorously, so watch out for that. But this formula is lovely. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Please leave me some comments and questions below. That really means a lot to me. Share this video with a friend, and why not subscribe to my channel? All right, everybody, catch you on the next video. Bye. Keep shining.